welcome to the Mega64 podcast.
Hi, everyone.
Sorry, main
Why?
guy's not here tonight.
Sorry,
You know,
not sorry.
It's gonna be a shitty show.
This has become a reoccurring theme.
See, here's
that
what happened.
he's gone.
Here's what happened. Rocco went to the Red Dead Redemption concert in Los Angeles last night. Decided he needed to beat Red Dead again. So it's probably gonna be another 50 hours before you see him. You're stuck with the B team.
I
tonight.
heard he's at the
right.
Oscars right now.
He went as Lady Gaga's date.
I think he's there.
Yeah.
Yo, dude, Steph hit him back.
+1, yeah.
Damn.
Is that?
Oh, that's right.
Oh, fuck.
And it ain't for Bradley, it's for Bodie.
Rocco and Lady
Yeah.
Gaga together at the Oscars.
Yeah, that's what's happening. Rocco.
My worst nightmare.
Rocco is he's hooking up with Lady Gaga tonight. That's the truth. That's what's actually happening.
Wow.
To be a fly on that wall.
Lucky Gaga, you know, she finally got a good
lucky
guy. Lucky lady, as Shawn says. I hope Rocco's
That's
got
right.
his poker face.
Ha
Rocco's coming, ropes on the floor.
Skeet, 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 skeet.
You're not allowed to say skeet, man.
Can you not do that
Do you
anymore?
know what skeet means?
Yeah.
It's
I don't.
ejaculate.
It's like a jism glaze.
Well, you can. Okay.
Yeah, what's
You
up
can
with
say
the new
coming ropes on the floor, but you can't say skeet. I just don't know the rules. They're very confusing.
Yeah, terms
Yeah.
of service are all over.
Skeet's dirty.
YouTube's changing shit.
Coming ropes is a medical term. That's like
the doctors say that.
that's the difference between vagina and cunt.
Yeah.
yeah.
Penis,
medical.
Penis
And,
and cock.
yeah, that could be a rooster.
Theme
though, too.
song.
I'm a lonely horseman, got my pistol. I'm just trying to be somebody besides a lonely horseman. Got my gun at my side, I'm just trying to be a lonely horseman, lonely horseman.
So, we found out this week that there's a new YouTube monetization policy,
I saw the news.
and supposedly people can be videos can be demonetized for negative comments or potentially negative comments in the YouTube space. So, anybody watching this on YouTube, I just want to say, keep it positive.
Yeah.
Well, I already said
Yeah,
cunt in
I
the
don't
first
know.
30 seconds.
Yeah,
Shit!
this
That's
is-
the YouTuber. The commenters, that's its own breed. So as
Oh.
long as the commenter don't say the C word.
Yeah,
then
we're
yeah.
advertiser friendly.
I've
Yeah.
heard that if
Advertiser
you
friendly, yeah.
curse in the first 30 seconds, you're demonetized. And if anybody potentially says anything negative in your comment section, you will be demonetized.
Doesn't that give power to trolls who just don't
No.
like?
No, man.
No.
This gives power to the kids.
That's true.
The kids
Save
in
the
America are trying to find,
yeah.
you know, clean, wholesome Christian content that
Right.
they can watch with their innocent little eyes.
Right.
And
So-
there's just nothing available because people like us.
I think that everyone
it
is
up.
going to hear what you said just now, and they're going to think like, "Oh, I'm going to be the funny guy and type this fucking sucks,
But-
fuck." But let's not go that route. Let's
Yeah.
all just say, everyone comment
No.
on this video, say, "My youth pastor will love this."
Yeah.
Yeah.
No.
Everyone just say that. I want that to be the comment that just.
I don't think I'm going to inspire anybody to
My
say
youth
anything negative
pastor will
because
love
I
this.
explicitly said, let's keep it positive.
True.
Yeah.
So if anybody out there is saying nasty stuff, that's on you,
Right.
not on me. I was leading the way to positivity.
True.
Yeah.
Positive energy.
Thank
Push
you.
and believe.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah. I saw the news and I'm afraid to look at my personal channel.
Well, I think that if anybody, if
I'm afraid.
if videos can be demonetized because of potentially negative comments, just demonetize all of YouTube now.
Right?
Just
well, end it.
cut the
Get
head
rid of
off.
the comment section. That's all. That's fine.
I'm going to Vimeo.
I don't read that anyway. So.
Oh shit! Maybe we should just disable comments on all the videos.
Oh, that happened.
They'll be rolling in the dough.
So I heard that YouTube demonetized like 50 million videos and then took the comments off of like 500 million videos.
Really?
Like just they pulled the switch.
Hey, that's fine. I don't care. Go ahead.
I don't know. I had some great comments back in the day.
I
on
heard
my
that-
Do you go
personal
back
channel.
and relive your sweet comments from back in the day?
Sometimes,
What
yeah.
the fuck? No,
I
you
think the
don't.
thing to
do
do
a little
now,
browsing.
I'm pretty sure certain YouTubers are, when they'll post a video, it's a video that just explains, if you want to see the real video, go to this other website. Because I'm going to be talking about, sex or
Yeah,
whatever.
click the Pornhub description link below.
Yeah, we'll just
Oh.
legitimately, I think we need to start uploading to Pornhub. And then we'll just
You can
link
make
to
money
that
there, yeah.
from YouTube.
Oh, yeah.
And we'll monetize our Pornhub
See,
videos.
That's where the real freedom is. I said go to Vimeo, but maybe that's not. Maybe Pornhub's a way to go.
yeah.
Yeah,
Anyone
the comment
can-
section there is way crazier.
Yeah,
than
you can
YouTube.
create.
Hey,
anyone
the
can
comment
create an
section
account,
there.
right?
Hey, I've been to Pornhub. The comments are way more positive than YouTube. YouTube is all like, you suck. You're a fucking idiot. You're wrong about this. Pornhub is like, hot.
Yeah.
Nice.
Who's she? What's her name?
Nice.
Actress name? Question mark? Question
Hot.
mark?
Nice. I jerked off to this. Nice. It's all positivity. You write I jerked off to this nice on YouTube, they think that's a negative thing. And that's, God, sad state of affairs. This is America.
Welcome
Anyways,
to the show. This is the Oscar Hub. We are so excited about the
Nice.
Oscars this year.
some people jerking off right now in the chat.
Nonstop.
Nice.
Hell yeah, because they're so excited about the Oscars. Because Oscars. I don't give a fuck, and I don't know.
You just
if
said
I'm
Oscars twice.
alone.
Oscars.
Dude, don't say it a third time.
Yeah.
Oscar juice will show up.
Dude, the
I'll get
Oscar
a statue.
the ghost of Oscar will haunt us.
Yeah. So there's no host. Is that correct? There's no host this year.
Are you kidding me?
I don't know. I'm here. I'm not
Oh,
watching
shit.
it.
We got 4 hosts right here. Yeah.
It
Yeah,
was,
hi.
Everyone got in trouble who was gonna do it,
We
so
were
they
all
backed
busy.
out.
Yeah. So I think there's no host.
So they just say, "All right, take our
Oscars-
ball home." and
Oscars
no one can
cannot
play.
win. Okay. Personally, I think all mainstream award shows suck nowadays
Yeah.
because they're so confused as to what they're even fucking trying to do. I feel like they don't know who their audience is. They don't know the audience they want to get. Then all these other people yell at them for stuff, and they don't even know why they're being yelled at, but then they try to cater to it, and it's just a mess. The Grammys are the worst.
Grammys are by far the worst.
But the Oscars are, also unwatchable in my opinion.
It's all about pushing your agenda, push the platform.
Well, it just seems to me
No,
like
I don't think it's about pushing an agenda. I think it's about
I think
it's about trying to get ratings and make money. An award show is a celebration of an artistic form. It's like,
Yeah.
hey, everybody who makes this thing, let's give out some awards. But then they take an award show and they put it on ABC and they run commercials on it. And suddenly handing out awards to people who work hard is fucking boring. So it's like, well, hold on. How do we get the young kids involved in this? How do we spice it up a little bit? And that is, I feel like, the motivation, and it all just snowballs from there.
right.
yeah, because Tide wants a clean
think,
show.
I think if you think they're pushing an agenda, I would say they're pushing an agenda for ratings because they want to get people to watch the show.
Because I think of all the award shows, the Oscars is the one that is still watched the most of all of them. But I used to fucking love watching the Oscars.
Me
Now
too.
I'm still interested.
Yeah.
Now, a documentary that I saw this week, Free Solo, won Best Documentary.
Okay.
And I was fucking excited for them.
Is that about how they made Solo?
Yeah.
A
Like
Star Wars
so
story?
many,
How
Disney
Florida
had their
Miller got
hands
fired.
all
It was
over it,
him
and
getting out of that carbonite. Was it carbonite?
Yeah.
was it Carbonite? Podcast question of the week.
It's been a minute.
Wow,
since I've
What
seen
was
that movie.
Han Solo frozen in? I'll answer. It was Carbonite.
I almost said kryptonite, but then I was like, that's
That
definitely
would-
wrong.
ooh.
That is wrong.
Fired.
All right, what
Yeah.
was Free Solo about?
Free Solo.
Oh, I know what it's about.
Thank you.
So we don't need to talk about it.
Yeah.
Rock climbing, right?
No ropes.
It is okay. It is about rock climbing. I will say, it doesn't. Okay, I obviously I love Yosemite. That's why I started
Oh,
watching these
geez.
things. This does not matter in this context. It is the most intense documentary I've ever seen, regardless of the fact that I love Yosemite. It is so fucking scary to watch, and it is like my palms never sweat more in my life than watching this documentary. It was awesome.
What's it about? Is it about a guy's
A
journey
guy-
climbing?
This is the guy who watches Murder Town.
Or-
Yeah. It's a guy who sets out, he's like, I'm going to climb El Capitan, which is 3,000 feet
Whoa.
up,
Okay.
straight up of granite. I'm going to climb El Capitan with no ropes,
Yeah.
no one else. I'm just going to have my chalk bag, and that is it. And
Yeah.
so he goes out to do it. And so they do a really good job of showing you like, okay, this whole thing is fucking impossible, but these particular 5 parts are the most impossible things to do. And they like show you like him practicing and like falling and fucking up and like all these things. And so when he's actually doing it, you're like, fuck, here it is. Oh, God damn it. It's that fucking part. Like he's holding himself up, his entire body, and he's like 2,000 feet up with just one thumb. And it's just like, this is fucking insane. And the shots they got were amazing. Like, oh my God, it was so
Is
good.
it like a tight, how long? Is it like 90 minutes? Is it?
Oh, yeah, it's like 90 minutes.
That sounds great.
Yeah.
How long did it take him to climb El Capitan?
Do you want me to, I mean, is it a spoiler? I don't
No,
know.
go
the
for it.
time.
I'm gonna guess he made it.
He made it.
I'm gonna wager
He made it. He does live.
I'm gonna wager he doesn't fall off the mountain
But
and die.
like, you know, my favorite part, I'll tell you in a second. My favorite part of the whole thing is there's a guy on the ground filming him for the documentary, and they start filming him because he's freaking out so much that it's just him like, he sets up the shot and goes, oh, fuck this, fuck this, fuck.
Oh, he doesn't want to
Not
watch.
looking because like his friend's about to die.
Oh wow.
Like I'm watching this knowing like, yeah, I Googled it. This guy's still alive. I know that. But like when you're doing it, like this guy is easily gonna die.
I don't like endings like that. I prefer like a grizzly man type of ending.
How long did it take him to
It
climb
took
the
him
mountain?
3 hours and 56 minutes to
Okay.
climb to the top by
Okay,
himself.
4 hours.
4 hours.
I was thinking it was like an 8 to 12 hour ordeal.
Now it would take the average person. People spend the night up there because
Yeah.
it takes him so long. But he's just such a amazing
Badass.
climber that he could do it
Yeah.
in that time.
So, was there a scene where he takes a shit?
No,
Damn.
and it's well,
And they
that's
gave
the
it-
thing
and they
too.
gave it the Oscar for best
dude
documentary.
Didn't even bring water on this fucking
Whoa.
trip. Like he didn't have.
Well, I heard water's the enemy.
Oh, well, there you go. He
Right?
had.
Seriously.
It is slippery.
No, haven't you heard
you
that?
will slip.
No.
Kevin,
They
you're
don't
right.
talk about that. I saw a 60 Minutes documentary episode on this guy, and he talks about climbing mountains is fine unless there's fucking water.
Oh,
Because
yeah.
then like he has to chalk his hands all the time
Yeah.
to keep them dry. But if
Right.
there's any trickle of water, it's like
You're done.
yeah, avoid that like everything.
Ooh.
Yeah, that shit is.
But wouldn't it be awesome if he's up there and they're filming him, and then all of a sudden he's like shimmying and like pulling his pants down? Like, what's he doing? What? And then just shit just
down
starts
the mountain.
spewing.
and in the last
I mean,
documentary, I watched
that's
of
how
this,
I'd make a documentary.
the Valley Uprising one that's got me started on this whole kick on Netflix. That one they do talk about guys like shit in paper bags and stuff like that, like hanging on. Like they grab the rope and then just put the bag there and this shit.
Whoa! Now that's a
That's like
documentary.
a jackass skit.
They talk
Yeah.
about-
And then for 3,000 feet up, boom, hole.
You can't hold it?
Hits a bear in the face.
What? I would think fight or flight would kick in and you'd be
No,
able to hold it.
No, I'm just saying, like when people do it. It takes them like days,
Oh, okay.
like 2 or 3 days. Like you're not gonna hold it. You
I don't
gotta-
know,
you
man.
gotta
I'd
shit.
need
It
I'd
doesn't
need a
matter that
real-
you're
I wanna-
2,500 feet
all right,
up.
Listen, now I'm getting creative. Now the juices are flowing.
What are you thinking about?
A whole documentary about mountain climbers shitting on different mountains. What's it like to shit on Mount Everest? Does it freeze before it hits the ground? What's it like to shit free solo on El Capitan?
Yeah.
Do you joke like, no, it's El Capitan?
Oh, yeah.
A whole K2, some shit in a volcano in Hawaii.
I also want to see like how does a scuba diver shit? Can you shit underwater
Whoa.
in your scuba gear? You
I
know?
never thought about that. How
It
did
could.
you
I
shit
don't know.
in
You got to
there?
be careful.
Someone's
It'll
gonna make
attract sharks.
Yeah, you have the booty flap. You repel the sharks. A great white comes at you. You're shitting your pants anyways.
Oh, it's like a
Can't
skunk.
Turn
you have,
about
like,
face
bloody-
and blast him.
Yeah, can't you have bloody stool, like bloody diarrhea? That's then the hammerheads. Will
Then
come
you're
out.
chumming
Yeah.
the waters.
Frank,
Yeah.
what are you eating?
Just think
Derrick
about-
is would be a terrible tourist. Thanks, Otto Con. Is would be. Would be is I? Okay, so the Oscars are on right now.
Oscars are on.
So that how you
that was
already
the
know that one?
Yeah, because that was like
That was like one
that
of the
was
earlier
one of
ones.
the earlier
So
ones.
like what Derrick was saying earlier, Oscars like they tried all these gimmicks to like make the show palatable, and then everyone kept backlashing like they weren't going to give cinematography on air, and finally the Oscars shut down. Fine, we're just going to give out awards. People have been tweeting the Oscars are great this year because there's no celebrity bullshit, so they've been giving out awards pretty fast. So like Roma
Okay.
won cinematography. Free Solo won best documentary. That's all we saw before we went live.
Yeah.
But yeah, so that's how Shawn knows.
The awards that they weren't going to give out miraculously had no Disney nominations in them.
Oh, weird.
The
Interesting.
Oscars are on ABC, which is owned by Disney, and somehow all the awards Disney was up for were in the show. Cinematography and editing were cut. Nobody gives a shit about those
No,
anyways.
not important.
Yeah.
But best animated feature better be Enter the Spider-Verse, right?
I mean, that's the one I enjoyed the most. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, what else is even up for?
It's going to be
Uh,
Frozen 3.
yeah.
Whatever Disney and Pixar
What?
release always gets on.
Ralph Breaks the Internet.
Oh, that was so good.
I saw that too.
Really?
Yeah.
Why? Why did you see Ralph Breaks the Internet?
Dude,
What compelled you?
When you
Gary sees like every movie.
when you date a Disney fan, you end up at the theater for all kinds of Disney films,
Yeah.
and it was.
Did you like it?
I mean, I didn't see the first one.
Oh, you were confused.
I didn't know who Ralph was. I didn't. Vanellope sounds cute.
You know,
Sarah Silverman?
you
Yeah,
know
she
what I
sounds cute.
realized? Enter the Spider-Verse is a Disney movie.
Oh yeah,
yeah, 'cause Marvel.
Oh fuck, you're right.
Yeah. So they're probably in. They
yeah,
nailed it.
That's
Wait,
a
isn't that
guarantee.
It's
Wasn't
Sony,
Spider-Man
but
Sony?
but technically, like Disney owns Marvel. Marvel has owns all of it. But Spider-Man is owned by Sony. It's its
Right.
own fucking triple.
Same with like
lease.
X-Men though, right?
Yeah, yes. X-Men's owned by Fox, but then Disney's owned
lease
by
it.
Fox. Like whatever.
Oh,
They lease it.
Jesus. It's too confusing.
Yeah.
So confusing.
It's a brave new world.
Who cares about the Oscars? Suck. You're watching the
You
better
know,
show.
I used to be the kind of person like I'd watch all the Best Picture nominees because I wanted to like have my pick, and now it's like I don't. Because there's so many of them now, and it's like I just don't care. Like this isn't for me anymore.
This year, every morning I make breakfast for myself and I turn on the TV just to watch something while I eat. And I watch Jeopardy at night, so usually in the morning it's still on Channel 7. So Good Morning America was on, and I swear to God, 20 fucking times this year, I would turn on the TV on multiple occasions and mid-sentence, Star is Born is so good. It's so good. Did you see it? I feel like
no.
every day they were just talking about how good A Star is Born was, and I was like, I don't know what the fuck is going on. I feel like I'm living in Groundhog's Day. Every day I turn this TV on. It's like, have you seen Star is Born yet? It's good. It's really good. You should see it. And now it's nominated. Is it nominated for Best Picture?
Yeah,
Must
yeah,
be.
yeah.
Is any of us has any of us seen that?
Yeah, I saw it the week it came out.
You did?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Did you like it?
Andrew Dice, I said this like a few podcasts ago.
right.
Andrew Dice
Right.
Clay's on it. He's the best part. The first hour I really liked. It's really good. The second half is beat for beat. Like, okay, this is how the story's gonna go. But I thought the first hour was good.
Frank, you've seen all the movies that are nominated?
I didn't see Green Book, and I didn't.
I haven't heard of Green
I think
Book.
Green Book's the only one I didn't see. But yeah, like I saw like Roma when it came out. It
So,
was great. Like,
If
yeah,
you,
I don't think I've seen any of 'em.
Let's do the Frank Howley prediction then.
I think Roma will win Best Picture.
Roma's
yeah,
gonna win. Okay.
yeah. But again, if like I like the
And that was
favorite
the one
too.
that was for Netflix, correct?
Yeah, so Roma winning would be significant because it's Netflix produced,
Right.
and so Netflix is something that completely fucked Hollywood up a few years ago. Like now this is a Netflix produced film, it being released on Netflix and theaters at the same time. Like
Right.
that messes up the whole distribution model. Also, like there's a Star is Born kind of story within the casting of Roma. The lead actress was just a random like school teacher in Mexico. Now she's nominated for like Best Actress.
Whoa.
So it's this kind of like.
Sweet.
Oh, this really small story can be so huge and representative of the world. You know,
I don't
yada,
want
yada.
to pass judgment on Roma.
Yeah.
I watched the first half of it, and then I was like, it was getting late. I was like, okay, I'll come back. I do this sometimes with
Yeah,
movies. I finish them later. But the first half was a little bit underwhelming. Does it pick up in the second half?
Yeah, so like you kind of build into this like rhythm.
Was
of
it a slow burn movie?
Yeah, there's like these bigger moments later on. There's like two big moments where it kind of hits you.
Okay.
Yeah, like the whole movie, it kind of just transports you to that time and place. Like it is very much an art film, and like also like the camera work, how it moves back and forth, and you're just kind of just living it. And then the story develops, and then the second half, there's kind of these like tipping points of like political movements, like these events happen, and it. Yeah, it's
Like I
weird.
love
Yeah.
Alfonso Cuarón,
Yeah, me too.
and I have nothing but respect for him.
Yeah.
But when I was watching Roma, I was kind of like waiting for it to kick in, and I was with it. I know what to expect when you're watching like an art house film,
Yeah, yeah.
but there was so much buzz around it, and I had seen maybe 60% of the film. I didn't finish it, so I'm not saying it's a bad movie, but up until that point, I was like, I feel like there's got to be more to this movie than what I'm getting. Did you see The Favorite?
Yeah, and that was really cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's the favorite?
So The Favorite is a film that takes place in is it like 1600s, 1700s? It's like a lesbian Barry Lyndon.
I wanna
and it's
see
based on like a
this.
true story of
Is
this.
that Best Picture?
Queen,
nominated?
yeah,
right?
yeah.
Oh, I don't even.
Yeah.
I didn't-
It's about
and
a queen who has like a servant, and then another person shows up, and it's like the favoritism starts shifting, and it drives
Oh.
the original person like mad.
Who's
Yeah.
in this movie? Is anyone that I know?
What's the La La Land girl? Emma Stone.
Oh, really?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
shit.
Rachel
I
Weisz, I
missed that
think,
one.
is in it. It's cool. Like this filmmaker Yorgos Lanthimos, he's a Greek filmmaker, is very like raw and like he's like he wants to be Kubrick, but he's developing his own kind of style and voice. But his shit is very weird. Like this one, he didn't write it, so the dialogue is more natural. But it's got fucking super wide, fisheye camera lanes. There's like lesbian sex. There's violence. It's pretty crude and raw, but it's juxtaposed against this very classical like European, Victorian era setting. But yeah, it's cool. But my whole thing with the Oscars this year is like none of my favorite films are nominated. Like even last year, like Paul Thomas Anderson, Phantom Thread, movies like people I really cared about were up for nominations. This year, Roma's great, but it's like none of my favorites were nominated.
What was your favorite? If you could choose, what's the Frank Oscar Best Picture of last year?
For me, like it's so weird because it's like none of these, but like my two favorite movies are probably Annihilation and The House That Jack Built. One's like both are nihilistic. One's like sci-fi, and the other's just full on art, like serial killer. Like it's not like a prestige film. Of everything nominated, like Roma this year. So
What
we'll
else-
see in 30 minutes, whatever.
What else is nominated? Is Mary Queen of Scots nominated?
I don't
That's
know.
another movie about queens.
Yeah. I
Oh
don't
no,
know.
I don't know.
Vice was
Yeah, Vice,
nominated.
yeah.
Oh yeah, I didn't see.
Yeah,
Black Panther was nominated.
I realized a couple
Okay.
years ago. I used to look up to Oscar-winning films, and I loved the Oscars, kind of idolized them. But then it hit me a couple years ago. I was like, well, somebody pointed out that I was having a horror discussion with somebody, like, it's a shame that horror movies never get recognized as great movies. They're never nominated for awards or anything like that, and that kind of like shattered everything for me. I was like, you're right. They never nominate like my favorite, like my really favorite movies. They never get nominated for Oscars. It's always, really kind of pretentious films or movies that make a shit ton of money.
Yeah, you gotta like play the game in order to be an Oscar. Like I think people intentionally think I'm gonna make this movie because this is an Oscar movie, or I'm gonna be in this movie because this movie is gonna be nominated for an Oscar, and I want to be nominated.
Yeah.
like it's one of those things.
It runs a line, but there's like commercial films, which like Black Panther, A Star Is Born is that like commercial. There's the production value, everything's great, and then there's the other line where it's like art house stuff, which The Favorite leans into, and then and Roma, and anything in between that like are these prestige films. The shit like I like, and what Derrick's talking about, like those are like genre films, like comedies, horror, even like kick-ass action, sci-fi, like that just shit doesn't get nominated.
Yeah.
Which is like the stuff I always like. But that's why I always say with my friends, like just watch the stuff you like, celebrate the stuff you like,
Right.
like yeah.
Award shows are just really, they're kind of like popularity contests.
Yeah.
And they're really just bullshit. So
Yeah.
ignore
But
them.
like that's okay. Again, like I totally agree with you. But then the case like this Free Solo movie, not to keep talking about it, but like the people who made this were just these like rock climber guys, and they shot it, and like they're pretty good. And now they have an Oscar, and so
Yeah.
now they can do what the fuck else now. So that like I do like it for that sense. Like now this guy is every door is open for this guy now,
Yeah.
and that's awesome.
That's
So-
how I felt about when Hustle and Flow won. I think soundtrack 3-6 Mafia
3-6
got
Mafia.
an
Yeah.
Oscar, which just really opened the doors. For
Now they're everywhere.
Yep.
Yeah.
Juicy
You
J.
can't get away from 3-6 Mafia now. they just took over the globe.
It's weird, man. No host and a bunch of movies I didn't see,
And you saw a lot of movies,
and I
so
saw a
that's
lot
weird.
of movies.
Yeah.
Oh.
Ralph Breaks the Internet.
Garrett and I saw Widows like months ago, and that kicked ass. That was by Steve McQueen, and that didn't get nominated.
What's Widows?
Widows is a like Chicago heist film. It's a crime film where all these wives, their husbands were like into some heavy shit. They get, like killed or taken away, but they need to get by and make money. So the wives decide to like pull off a heist. But it's Steve McQueen, which is like really fucking like brutal and
Right.
it's I
He
don't know,
made
it's
12 Years a Slave.
Yeah, it's just
Right.
it's a really fun, but it's more of a genre. It's a crime film, and yeah, like that didn't get nominated. But yeah, like always good films. But yeah, that's why I like coming here and just talking about the stuff I did watch.
Right.
I wanted to mention I watched a show on Hulu called Pen 15. Brian and I watched this.
Yeah.
It's really good. It's kind of like last year's 8th grade. So the premise of Pen 15 is these two comedian girls who are like, they're both like 30 years old. They wrote a show about their middle school years.
Okay.
So it takes place in Y2K, and they're playing themselves amongst like 13-year-old actors. So it's just these two girls.
They look the
Yeah.
part, though. I
Yeah.
mean,
They do?
I don't know what the
No.
haircuts and the costuming. They
Yeah.
do a good job to make them look 13.
And so because that, oh, my mic is backwards. Okay, thank you. Oh, perfect. Let me get this going.
Wait, we got
We're gonna
it.
adjust the microphone real fast.
Sorry.
Whoa.
From what I saw,
There we go, there we
just the
And then
images.
just twist the windscreen
Okay,
around.
cool. All right.
Just the images of those two girls, I thought it was like I don't recognize those two comedians, but it really looked like it fit.
Yeah, and the thing that makes it work is because they're 30-year-old girls, they can get like raw. So there's a whole episode focused on masturbation, and it's like 13-year-old masturbating in the mirror.
Oh,
and it's like
never. Ooh,
Yeah.
that's demonetized.
yeah, well, I mean, like that's what the show
we just
deals
got
with,
flagged.
and like you have all these really crude, raw situations, and it's really funny. Like it's middle school, so they don't like pull punches. Like kids are fucking mean and brutal. But yeah,
Right.
it's a good show. I liked it.
That's cool.
10-15.
I started watching a new show on Netflix that I really like. It's called The Dangerous World of Comedy.
Oh.
It's a documentary series directed by Larry Charles, who directed Borat and
Seinfeld
Bruno,
episodes,
and
yeah.
Seinfeld
Fuck yeah.
episodes.
Oh, wow.
Appeared on a bunch of Seinfeld episodes. Basically, he goes around the world to the most fucked up countries he can find, and like explores the comedy in those countries.
Oh, wow.
So he goes to like war-torn Iraq, and Iraq has been at war for the past 1,000 years, and he talks to people about like, what do you find funny here? Are there stand-up comedians working in Iraq? What do you joke about? And it's really interesting. Like Iraq has its own version of The Daily Show, and he interviews the host of The Daily Show, and he's like, how did you discover you were funny? And he's like, well, I was abducted. I think he was abducted by some ISIS guys,
What the fuck?
and he was tortured. And he talks about, he's like, yeah, I was abducted with like 30 other people off the street. They were torturing us. Some people went insane from the torture. Other people, were killed during the torture. And I found it very quickly that I had a sense of humor and I could make our captors laugh. And I just felt like if I kept joking with them, they wouldn't kill me. And that's how I discovered that like I was funny. And a lot of my humor now
Holy shit.
spawns from that stuff. And he's like, well, what would you joke about with the people who were torturing you? He's like, they would pull me into the room to torture me, and I'd be like, hey, guys, what's up? Do whatever you got to do, but just don't put the bottle in my ass today. Anything else is fine, but, like, no bottle. And the stuff he's talking about, it's like, it's not that funny, but I can see where he's coming from.
Defense mechanism.
Yeah, and they're like, oh, all right, we'll fuck you up, but, we won't put the bottle in your ass today. And
Oh
he was
my
like,
God.
and I would joke with these guys, and I would keep them laughing, and it was a survival mechanism, like you said.
Oh.
And it's really interesting. And then they go to like
No Allah jokes though.
they go to there's
no.
stuff over there that they won't even in the
They
interview.
do
They're
not
like,
touch.
you said that, not us. We're not saying that, because people get assassinated for making jokes.
Oh yeah.
Right.
They go to Liberia, war-torn Liberia, with like General Buck Naked.
Yeah.
Oh,
he interviews General Buck Naked.
Shut
That
the
guy's
fuck
still around.
And
How
it's
is that guy still
fucking
alive?
crazy because he asked General Buck Naked, like, what do you find funny? And first of all, General Buck Naked
Is a psycho?
is a psycho. So
No,
he's
he's a
interviewing
Christian
him, and
now.
he's like, hey, General, I've heard that you've eaten human flesh. He's like, yeah, I have. He's like, what does it taste like? And he's like, pork ribs, pork. It tastes like pork. And he talks about how he killed people. He talks about how he killed children.
Right.
Yeah.
Like ate their hearts and stuff.
Yeah,
Like,
for
fucked
sacrificial
up
purposes.
Stuff.
And then he asks him, so he's like, so what do you find funny? He's like, I find Bill Cosby's Kids
course.
Say the Darndest Things. Like, so it's my favorite show. And he's like, this guy
Thought you were
just
going
told me a
somewhere else.
story about how he murdered children, but his favorite comedy show is Kids Say the Darndest Thing.
This is the
It's a show that is insane, but if
That
you
sounds
know
good.
me, it's my kind of show. I like seeing how fucked up the world is. And, I like
Dark
the world.
humor.
I like dark humor. I like the world of comedy. And it was very interesting to see, what it's like in other countries and how people operate. It really makes you realize that we're pampered and spoiled and we got a cushy life
no
here in America.
shit. So lucky.
And,
Yeah.
And people, hey, I recommend it. Check it
That
out
sounds
if
great.
you're into that.
That's awesome.
Watch The Dangerous World of Comedy on Netflix.
yeah.
I'll check that out. I started watching a show called Schitt's Creek.
Whoa, not Eugene Levy.
Yeah, Eugene Levy and his son,
And his son.
wrote and directed the whole show, and it's got like 5 seasons.
It's a popular show.
I just got into it. It was on some network called Pop, which where the fuck was that ever?
It was a what?
The Pop Network?
Yeah, no.
It's a Pop original, Sean.
Oh, got a popper. Huh?
But it's on Netflix now, and it's pretty funny.
yeah, I've seen a lot of
I haven't-
advertisements for it.
Yeah, I haven't sat down and like watched a sitcom in a long time, but I need something like you're saying when you eat dinner. I need to throw on like just a 20-minute quick
Yeah.
episodic thing. So start
Gerard
watching that.
Way wrote a comic book, The Umbrella Academy. That's on Netflix now.
That is on Netflix, but it's superhero, and I'm like burnt out.
But it's Gerard Way from My Chemical Romance, bro.
I know. He was next to us at Comic-Con that
It
year.
was. We kept playing that song.
Well, if you wanted honesty,
We were
that's
such
all you had to
dicks
say.
to
What-
him.
well, God, he was signing at the booth next to us, and what's that? what's that stuff? Black Parade?
Yeah, when
we
I
put that
was
on
a
and we
young
started
boy,
dancing
yeah.
to it, thinking this is really funny. We're so funny. I did not realize the song was like 8.5 minutes long, and by the end, I was like drenched in sweat. Like, did we get him? Did we?
Yeah, you got him.
Fuck his dad.
Should have put on Helena, bro. That song's like 30 seconds.
You know what?
Umbrella Academy is okay. I promise.
I
right.
started.
That's weird coming from you.
I'm a joke.
superhero.
I'm Not Okay is a song that they
Oh,
that they wrote. My
Damn
Chemical
it.
Romance.
I watched. I showed the kids The Office because I think, and they loved it. Whatever.
Yeah.
But like, we watched the first 3 seasons. I'm like, all right, and that's The Office. But there's like a lot more. I'm like, yeah, whatever. And they kept watching it, and so now like I've seen well past the 3rd season
Where you stopped.
Well, I stopped, like a hard stop, and then I
you
kept
loving
hearing
it?
things like, "Wait, what happened? Like they did this fucking dumb dance. What is this?"
Yeah, I watched past the 3rd season for a
There
while.
are parts that it's like, "Oh, this is funny." Like it blew me away. Like I was so quick to like, "Fuck this whole thing. We're done. It was good. It's over." But like, there are parts that like episodes that suck. But like, there are more episodes than the ones that suck. They're like, "Oh, this is like really funny and really good Office." Like it like was like blown me away how like I was so quick to judge that, but I was like, oh no, this is still good. So go back. There are some that suck, but if
You're
you want to
saying
watch
go
it
back.
again, I would check it out.
Not going.
You know,
You don't have to. But
with all the superheroes and being burnt out on superhero stuff, I will say that of all the Netflix Marvel stuff that they were doing,
yeah,
The Punisher was, I think, the best one. And I just finished that 3rd season.
didn't they just cancel it?
Yeah, I mean, Disney owns it now, so
Yeah.
they canceled all of them. Like,
Eminem put him on blast. He said, like, fuck you, Netflix, for canceling
Who
The Punisher.
did?
Eminem.
Oh,
He
Eminem
posted a
did?
tweet
Do
about
you
it.
think?
what's
Yeah.
that?
Oh, sorry.
No, I was going to say, Frank, you've been reading a ton of
Yeah,
Punisher.
I'm like almost done with Punisher Max.
The
Yeah.
thing I liked about The Punisher on Netflix is it's like not a superhero show. He, you know, The Punisher doesn't have any superpowers.
Oh, he's just a guy.
He doesn't really wear like a costume, aside from his bulletproof vest.
Yeah.
But that show was kind of just like a drama of these characters, and it was good and super fucking violent.
Let me give you. Can I give you my theory?
Yeah.
On this. They canceled all of their Netflix shows, right?
Yeah,
Like, all
Jessica
of them.
Jones, Luke Cage,
But they're all
Daredevil.
popular, I thought. So
Yeah,
don't
really
you
popular.
think that it's probable that when they start their own streaming service, which they are starting very soon,
Yeah.
they will have these same shows
I think so.
back
Yeah,
on
totally.
new seasons?
I think
and
so.
they're doing this now. Everyone's upset. They're not saying this, but I guarantee you that when they announce, oh, this thing's coming up, and oh yeah, all these shows you love, they're on here too. Like that's gonna.
And if
happen.
they wanted to, they can like recast or reboot so that it's even cheaper. Like that shit
sure,
happens all
they
the
could.
time.
Yeah, they
Which
could,
that would suck
Yeah.
because the characters they had, like I think I liked Jessica Jones,
Yeah.
and I liked Luke Cage, but the Punisher blew both
I
of those
love
out
John
of the water.
Bernthal. How is he as the Punisher?
He's a good Punisher.
Yeah.
Since we're talking about Disney, this is a perfect time for me to bring this up.
Do it.
You guys you guys have a favorite Disney song from a Disney movie?
Ariel sings that one. No, I don't think so. I
You
don't
know
think I
what-
have a favorite
you
Disney.
know what?
Go ahead.
Well, as a kid, my favorite song was from Beauty and the Beast, and it was
too.
Gaston's
Yes,
song. 'Cause
dude.
it
I
fucking
have
rules.
been listening to Gaston's song
Yeah.
on repeat.
Yeah.
on Spotify.
Dun 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 dun.
You know,
Oh, you like, oh, that one. I've been listening to the other one.
Okay.
The one where they're going to get the beast. Like, there's a purse. Dun 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 dun
no one fucks like Gaston. It should be the name of the song. There's nobody just quite as manly. It's true, you're a real Peridon. You can ask any Tom, Dick, or Stanley, and they'll tell you whose team they prefer to be on.
That's your
Good.
fave.
No one plays darts like Gaston, breaks hearts like Gaston. No one's more than the sum
he's-
of his parts like Gaston. So
So,
that I've been thinking about Beauty and the Beast and Gaston, and you know what? Maybe I'm biased because I love the song so much.
right.
Yeah.
Gaston is the true hero of Beauty and the Beast.
Okay.
He's the fucking real hero of that movie, and
ahead.
Disney fucked him. They fucked him over. Gaston is fucking rad.
Okay, yeah.
He's fucking buff.
He's buff.
Oh,
he's,
whoa.
he's popular.
Yeah.
And all he wants to do is find a good woman to settle down with.
Right.
And he thinks, maybe Belle should give him a chance and go on a date with him. What does Belle do? She
Turns her nose up.
She turns her nose up and she picks this fucking loser named Beast.
Yeah.
Now, let's recap the story of Beauty and the Beast, and let me explain to everybody out there who's Disney cucked
Yeah.
why Beauty and the Beast is so fucked up.
Okay.
All right, so Belle's dad, who's a fucking moron,
Right.
gets lost in the woods one day, and oh, there's a fucking scary haunted castle. Let me go stomp over there and fucking stick my nose in some shit.
Okay.
And he meets the Beast,
Right.
and the Beast is, go figure, a monster, and he's
Right.
like, I'm gonna fucking kill you so fucking bad, old man. Oh, you have a daughter? Okay, well, send your daughter to live with me, and I'll let you live. So the old man leaves the castle, and like a fucking chump, actually sends his daughter
what
to
a
go live
dickhead.
with the Beast.
The daughter comes and rescues him. He doesn't send the daughter.
The daughter comes to rescue him.
Yeah. He's
Either
in jail.
Either way, well, there's different versions of this story.
Well, I'm talking about the Disney
So
version.
there's a fairy tale version.
Okay.
I was in the Beauty and the Beast play when I was 8 years old. I'm just gonna throw that out there.
Okay.
Who'd you play?
I played one of.
I was
played
gonna
one
say
of-
Gaston.
I played.
Homies?
I played one of Gaston's homies.
Oh, hell
one of the
yeah.
guys in the tavern.
That wants to suck his dick.
Yeah, they do, and I did, and I do now. But all right, so Beast makes the trade. Your daughter could stay here, and you could go home. And the old man fucking does it. Cool, dad. Like, what kind of
Yeah, that's fucked up.
would you send Emma to go live with the
That's some
Beast
biblical shit.
so that you could go home and fucking work?
In the Disney movie, and I'm just going by that because it's the only one I know.
All right.
She trades him. He keeps saying, "Don't do this. I'm old. Let me die here. It's fine." She says yes. The Beast doesn't give him a say. Picks him up and then throws him out of the castle and then locks her up. So he instantly goes back to this village to say, "We got to save my daughter
Right,
because
right,
he's
right.
trapped."
Exactly. Okay.
So to me, I feel like I'm on his
Okay.
side here. I'm on
Oh,
the dad's side.
You're on dad. Okay, you're
I'm on
with dad's side.
I'm a dad.
Okay, so we all know how the story ends. Belle falls in love with Beast, which is fucking psycho. This guy kidnapped you and locked you. Like Stockholm Syndrome. Hello, that's not true love. That's fucking mental insanity. Shit.
Yeah, stay out of the right wing of the fucking
Yeah.
mansion. Don't touch my rose.
So-
all that shit.
Old man goes back to town. This fucking monster kidnapped my daughter. Gaston, baller that he is
Right.
the only motherfucker in town who says, "Let's go get her back, dude."
Okay.
Hell yeah.
Everybody else is like, "No, I'm scared." And Gaston's like, "Fuck all of you." Belle, who always snubbed me,
Right.
who is always a bitch to me,
Yeah.
but I don't care because I'm so forgiving.
Turn the other cheek.
I'm gonna go save her ass, even though I don't owe her fucking anything. I should let her ass rot with that gnarly ass Beast. But I'm gonna be a nice guy and I'm gonna go save her.
Okay.
What happens? Beast fucking kills him.
Damn.
Beast fucking throws his ass off a cliff,
Into the thorns.
and then Belle marries Beast. What is the fucking moral of that story?
Okay.
That's some bullshit right
Now-
there. How it should have ended is Gaston goes, slays the monster,
yeah.
rescues Belle, and then she could at least give Gaston the courtesy she gave of Beast of like hanging out with him a lot. If that's all it takes to make Belle fall in love with you, she should have done that for Gaston.
She should have got to know him.
He was already handsome and popular.
He's got one of those guns with the like the flugelhorn end. He's
Yeah.
stuffing black powder into it.
You know, like Beast was cursed by a witch,
Right.
which obviously tells me he has a history of being problematic with women to begin with, since one got fucked up revenge on him. Like, what did Beast do to that witch? I wonder. I'm afraid to ask.
And he doesn't let her
in
go.
the movie, he said she couldn't get shelter in the rain.
Yeah, but
That's what-
they were probably fucking
Rude.
and got into a fight, and he kicked her out of the house in the middle of like a blizzard, and she cursed him. And then when Belle shows up, she's like, "What did you do?" He's like, "Oh, some crazy bitch shows up in the middle of the rain, and I said I can't open the door because it's too some fucking lie." I don't trust
Yeah.
the Beast. He's a fucking liar. We all know that. I've just established it.
Yeah, I
When was
wouldn't
the
trust
last
him.
time you've seen Beauty and the Beast?
It's been a while.
Yeah, I can tell.
But as I remember it, this is what happened.
well, I think
It's
you
the
should
song, though.
go watch it again with this mindset and see where you land when it's over, because Gaston is a huge asshole.
that's the way Disney portrays
See,
it.
they rewrote history.
Now-
But if you
Now-
look at the objective facts, he's handsome, he's successful, he's popular, he's
Right.
gregarious, and he offers to rescue Belle out of the goodness of his heart, not expecting anything in return, gets thrown out a fucking window for his trouble, and then they don't even fucking have a funeral for him. They basically dance on his grave, and she marries the fucking ugly guy
Right on top
who
of where he
happens to
died.
be rich, so Belle is probably a gold digger.
Oh.
He,
Nailed it. True.
Gold digger.
he had all the books. She's a book digger.
That's true. She wanted that
The
library.
whole library.
Yeah, she wanted the library. The castle and all the servants was just a perk.
Gaston could have given her a subscription or something.
Yeah,
but, like,
Gaston could have loaned her a book. Beast could have loaned her a book
she
too.
worked in a bookshop, right?
Yeah.
No, god damn it. She didn't work there. She just went there all the time, and the guy would give her books because
See,
no one
should've
else
married-
checked him out but her.
Should have married that guy.
Yeah.
Librarian.
I saw that movie probably 6 times in theaters when I was a kid.
Wow.
We went to see
It was
that.
nominated for Best Picture.
Yeah. I loved it as a kid, but my dad wanted to go all the time just because there's that one shot of them dancing with the CG
Yeah.
candelabra, and he's like, I have to see that again.
Because
How'd
that
they do
was
that?
new.
That was like revolutionary. And he's
Yeah.
like, I've never seen anything like this. We have to go again so I can see that again. We went all the time just so we could see that one scene.
Oh, so you're Disney cucked. Of course. That's why you're fighting me on this. Watch it as an adult and you will see that
Okay.
Gaston is the real hero and they fucked him. Disney fucked Gaston.
Fucked him right off a cliff.
All right, fair enough.
They should do a prequel where we see why the Beast was an asshole to his ex-girlfriend who cursed him. And we actually learn why Gaston's a nice guy.
Yeah.
But that's the best Disney song, in your opinion.
Fuck yeah, that song
I
rules.
would say maybe like a Danny Elfman something from Nightmare Before Christmas, but does that even count? Because they bought it retroactively.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, I don't know, man.
I'm just saying, of all the Disney princess movies, I liked the song of Gaston singing, like, Going to Get the Beast. That song was like,
So you're on.
yeah.
See, you should be agreeing with Derrick then. That's
Yeah,
your favorite
Beast
song.
fans. Yeah.
I don't agree with Derrick. I do like that song.
Okay.
But I enjoy his thought process. I did enjoy that.
You're
so.
all entitled to your own opinion.
That's right. Spider-Verse 1, guys.
Cool.
So,
Oh,
yeah.
good job.
so we feel good.
Very cool.
Thank you.
Is this the sponsor section of the podcast?
I think
have we
so.
hit it?
Yeah, well, sure, we can do that. I was gonna ask if you guys have been playing video games.
Oh.
I know, Shawn, you have a new video game you were playing just before the show started.
I was playing Peggle, you guys. I'm back on the
Wait,
Peggle
Which
train.
one?
the
There's-
first one?
No,
Which
no,
one?
no. They don't have that on the store anymore. Peggle Ultra, I think is what it's called. I don't know.
It's not Peggle 3.
But let me tell you, they kind of fucked up. Peggle Blast Ultra, Peggle Blast. I don't fucking know.
Peggle Blast.
Peggle Blast
Pickle,
Ultra.
Pickle Blast
I'm-
Ultra.
Skeet, skeet, skeet.
Anal Blast Ultra.
Let me tell you that I haven't played Peggle since Peggle 1.
Since the old days. Is
Got this, and I'm like, this is weird. There's like ads everywhere trying to beat a level. There's a new
it a
ad.
bootleg Peggle?
No, it's like, oh, now there's like, oh, you died, and you.
Wait a
sorry,
second, this is
You
Paggle.
wasted your 5 lives, so you have to wait an hour and a half before you get
Oh,
lives back, or
No way.
you could give us money and then you can play
Microtransactions.
now. Like all that weird shit. And I was like, what happened?
Microtransactions.
Yeah, like PopCap, what'd you do? And then I looked at the fucking graphic. It's PopCap/EA. It's,
You motherfuckers.
you EA
got you.
fucks
They
got in
tricked
my
you.
Peggle and ruined it.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
You got EA mixed up in your Peggle.
I shouldn't say this because they're gonna figure out this hack, but Emma figured out that if you die in a level, you can just close the app and open it back up again, and then all your lives are back to normal.
Oh,
so
look at that.
I'm not
Pick it
paying
up on
for
like the
shit.
playground. Kids figure that. Kids know how to break
she
that
figured
shit.
it out on the playground.
That's smart.
Kids
Yeah.
are in class all day on their phones.
Yeah.
Of course, yeah.
Yeah, so
She's a little hacker.
Emma hacked it. Thank you,
Yeah.
Emma.
Now, I've been hearing.
Is the game free?
The game is free.
Okay.
Sure.
And how much if you can you pay money and just unlock a full version?
No, no, there's not. Which is yeah. So like that's the thing is like yeah, if it's
Damn.
$2, I probably would have given them the $2. I like Peggle, but it's like yeah, they can't even give that option because they know they fucking got you and they might get all that
Damn,
money.
Capitalism fucks.
Yeah, EA.
Yeah.
Mm.
What happened? Did
Ugh.
EA just put out Anthem?
Yeah.
Which is like a really big release.
So
Has anyone
Anthem
played that?
came out and it's having like Destiny 1 issues where it's like the
Boring?
game doesn't feel like done or perfect,
Oh,
whatever,
okay.
you know.
Boring.
But that's
my
why
problem
like
with Destiny 1. Boring.
but they buried it by putting Apex Legends out like a week before. So
Yeah.
it's like, hey, we put out this game for free. Don't ignore our problems with Anthem and play Apex.
Oh,
Play Apex.
really?
Yeah. So people were advertising like Destiny 2, the complete version's $20 if you want to play that. So whatever, it'll get patched
it
later on,
looks
probably.
Anthem looks fucking pretty.
Yeah, it's sci-fi, like in the jungle
The
shooting
flying
shit.
around and everything, but I just don't want another mech
Yeah.
body armor shooter.
The problem for me is I
Right
like
now.
saw I was reading it. It takes like 2.5 minutes to like between action. Like like loading into a mission takes minutes. Changing equipment takes minutes. Like all this shit. Whereas something like
Yeesh.
Apex or fucking Peggle, I bet you can just get into a game immediately.
Is
Resident
it
Evil 2.
because the game is so like big that it takes just time to load? Like,
Yeah,
there's
I
not
mean, it's a
system
pretty ass
powerful enough
game.
to
Like,
run it?
yeah, a lot of games on EA's, like, I think it's on Frostbite's engine. It looks gorgeous, but it's so resource heavy.
Yeah.
And yeah, I don't know. They're patching it. They're working on it, but
Most of my friends' list is all playing that new Metro Exodus.
yeah, that just came out.
That
too.
looks beautiful
Yeah.
as well. And it's another first-person shooter based, or
Well, it's another
first-person
entry in the
shooter.
Metro series.
Yeah.
Sir,
right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
which I've never played any of. Little tempting.
You would probably like.
Oh yeah, it's like
Metro.
It
post-apocalyptic
said it's
hardcore.
like
You can start with the
survival
earlier
horror
ones.
too.
Yeah.
yeah,
it is.
there's like different like modes you can set it to. So you can play on like a harder or like ranger mode or whatever, where it's like collecting ammo and shooting
Okay.
bugs and shit. Yeah, it's cool.
I'm still like just balls deep in Resident Evil 2 remake.
Wow.
So I am almost done with my second campaign, which would be like Leon B.
Hell yeah.
Because I started with Claire A. And then once I finish that, I can't wait to do the 3 little Lost Survivors free DLC that came out with it.
That's cool.
And then I really do want to like go back and not 100% that game, but get the unlocks. Like actually watch speedrunners
Oh, yeah.
play
There's-
through
there's
and
so
try
many
to
different
do
trophies,
it in
yeah.
under the 3.5
Right.
hours and stuff. Because I know I can. I
Right.
mean, especially now after playing through the campaign twice, I've got the map laid out. Like I know where the boss fights are now.
You
I
can dodge
still
enemies,
though
too,
I
second
get
run, yeah.
so scared sometimes playing that where I
Really?
scream out loud because you're not expecting to get like decked by Mr. X.
Fuck. Yeah.
And he comes around a corner when I'm opening the door there, and
Fuck that.
it's so fun though. It's so beautiful and gory. I love it.
Yeah, we're gonna say.
No, I was gonna say like I'm gonna talk about Spider-Man just for one more
Yeah.
second.
Oh,
I
yeah,
know I've
yeah.
been playing that a lot. I'm almost 100% in the DLC. Like I am so close to like this. Everything's 100% really soon. But the DLC is a lot more gory and graphic than the game, which I was surprised about. And so like I'm playing with the kids and like we've been playing this whole thing and it's very tame. Like it's T, but it's like not really. Like it's everyone really. And now it's like these
Now it's M.
now these cutscenes are like, oh fuck, cover your like they like open this truck out and they like point blank shoot a guy in the face. Like holy shit, that was not in the game. Now it's like this DLC is fucking gnarly.
Spider-Man, what are you doing? I got my kids here.
What the fuck?
That's like when they started headshotting people in Pirates of the Caribbean. I was like, this is a Disney film.
What'd you do?
Fuck.
Yeah.
They
So-
snuck it in on the DLC because
Yeah.
it came out with the T rating,
Yeah.
but no one.
Yeah,
you
but it
know.
really wasn't.
If they figure if you beat the game, you're a big kid. So you
Yeah.
can
I guess so.
Yeah.
But like
Spider-Man goes to a strip club. The tits come out, dude. They start getting the web in the face.
That was like
I don't know what I meant there.
oh man, that platformer game that was
Yep.
based off of
You're gonna get it.
Dante's Inferno. And it was pretty tame until you got like to the last levels where everything looked like vaginas on the walls.
Dude, that was the second level.
and then that was the second level.
Yeah.
And then the devil's cock was
Yeah,
swinging
and
around
that
in the
was
the
boss
last
fight.
level.
yeah.
I just felt like, big kids will get to the end
Yeah,
of the game.
yeah.
No,
Put
yeah.
the gory shit, graphic shit later.
But maybe,
Yeah, Dante's Inferno was a great game.
up front. Yeah, make a second one.
Yeah.
It was open for.
It was it's EA.
It's
They
EA
don't-
again.
Ah!
They can't monetize
They need
it
to
with
put
microtransactions.
microtransactions.
Damn it, yeah.
And lastly, I beat over the weekend. I played Return of the Obra Dinn. This game, it's by the guy it's by Lucas Pope who made Papers, Please. 4.5 years it took him to develop this game.
Whoa.
It is like, it is an old school like adventure puzzle game. The graphic style looks like an 80s Macintosh game. It is 3D, but it has like 1-bit graphic style, so everything's green and black. That's it.
Whoa.
The premise is it takes place like in 1807. A ship was lost at sea. It returns to shore, and your insurance like claimsman going on board to figure out how everyone died. And you find a corpse, and you see the last moments of that person's life. And there's all these different like chapters and scenarios, and you're witnessing like people getting shot, stabbed, like krakens and monster fighting people, and you just have to like figure out, oh, this person was the chef, this person was the carpenter, and like, but the art style and presentation is so fucking weird and
It
bizarre.
won some awards at
yeah.
GDC last year.
Yeah, it was like nominated for a bunch of stuff at like DICE and GDC this year on a bunch of top 10 lists. But it's like a logic puzzle or like Sudoku. It's fucking like I just haven't played anything like it. It's
Huh,
really
really?
cool.
Sudoku meets Event Horizon.
Yeah, it's fucking rad. Return of the Obra Dinn.
Hell yeah.
It's a cool game.
All right, we do have some plugs here to make, everybody. Please visit patreon.com/Mega64. Support us there. We have some videos going up, friend dimensions.
Some outtakes, like behind the scenes, or like things
Yeah,
that we maybe shot for a video.
Kingdom Hearts
Yeah,
extended
a lot of
cuts went up.
outtakes,
Yeah.
behind the scenes stuff is going up on the Patreon. We'd put it on YouTube, but it'd be demonetized because of potentially negative comments.
But so it's $1 to get in and see those videos. Worth $1 makes you laugh.
True.
Like, check it out. Some stuff is pretty good on
yeah,
there.
hey, I'll plug
that.
my own show. We also have 2 episodes of Heart Slayers up on Patreon early before they hit YouTube. It used to be 1, now it's 2 because we're just so good at it.
Double the pleasure, double the fun.
You can also go to shop.mega64.com. Garrett, would you do me a favor and read what this hat says?
Oh, Bahamas?
Bahamas, bro.
You're so reliable, man.
I'm living Moss, baby.
Who remembers the Bahamas incident with Garrett at the old studio?
Hey, someone in the
Bahamas.
chat. I just want to.
That
Sorry.
says Bahamas.
Hey, I just want to. It's the Bahamas, Garrett.
I was like cranking my neck to the side, trying to look
Yeah,
backwards.
Bahamas.
Yeah, who
Yeah.
could read sideways?
I just
when you're-
said it
when you're
slowly.
cranking your yeah, Bahamas. Well, to commemorate that classic event from the Mega64 podcast, for this week's 64-hour special, we got
Yeah.
the Bahamas shirt. Check that out. Welcome to Bahamas.
Welcome to the
That is
Bahamas.
perfect. You got the tie-dye blue.
Got everything.
Yeah, we
on
matched
pink.
it up with the hat. So that's available for the next 64 hours. That's actually available right now if you're watching
Yeah,
live. And
it's
if
live.
you're seeing this on Tuesday on
Dude.
YouTube, if you haven't left a negative comment, you have just a few hours left to get the shirt, the 64-hour special this week. Welcome to
tight window.
Bahamas.
It's like Spring Breakers. That's
I
great.
can't tell you how much I love these 64-hour special
great.
ideas because that shirt is so fucking funny. But we couldn't sell that normally, but now we can. It's so great. So yeah, please buy that. It's fucking crazy.
That
I
one
love
is
it.
good enough for our store.
I think
but
you're right.
It
That one
doesn't
is good
promote
enough.
Mega64. It's just welcome to Bahamas.
Welcome to the Bahamas.
Yeah, people are going to be like, did you go to Bahamas?
And that was designed by Meg. Is that correct?
Yeah, Meg designed that, and
Great job.
thank you, Meg. She's done all of our 64-hour. She didn't do the first one. That was
Yeah,
Jason,
that was Jason Pryor,
But the
yeah.
previous 2 have been Meg. She kills it. Thank you, Meg. Check that out.
I just
Yeah.
went on vacation. A lot of people thought I would have gone to the Bahamas
Yeah.
instead of Cabo San Lucas.
Oh, you went. Oh, you said that right.
Yeah.
Whoa.
It was Los Cabos, actually, the city right next to Cabo San Lucas.
How
Still
was that?
Was
down
it-
on the peninsula.
Was that Cabo Wabo down there?
It's down there, baby. I didn't visit Cabo Wabo.
What is? Is that a bar?
That's
It is.
It's a restaurant,
tequila,
right?
Sammy
tequila
Hagar?
bar
Yeah, Sammy
restaurant
Hagar
owned by
owns it?
Sammy Hagar. Yeah,
Ugh.
the worst singer of Van Halen.
Agreed. 100%.
Right now, hey, I hate that song.
Hate that guy.
That's like their biggest hit.
No, Jump is like,
You're
Diamond Dave.
you're a Lee Roth fan.
I'm a big
Oh.
David Lee Roth fan.
David
You
Lee-
too, Sean?
Yeah, over the 2?
Yeah.
You kidding? Fuck Sammy Hagar.
Yeah, exactly.
A lot of people did.
That's why I didn't go to Cabo Wabo. I
That's
stayed.
right.
You know, when traveling into Mexico, people get a little freaked out. A lot of shit going on with the cartels in Mexico. I wanted to just stay in the resort. And I gotta say, this it was one of these all-inclusive kind of deals.
Yeah.
Where you book everything, and then you go down there. You get a little wristband, a little bracelet.
Oh,
here.
you're wearing it.
Yeah, and you can walk into any of these like restaurants in the resort, or
Okay.
go up to any of the bars, or there's waiters by the pool. And sir, can we get you something? Virgin pina colada, sir, please.
And you just get whatever you want.
Dude, and it's all free. I like to tip, a couple dollar bills here now and there. They say like, no, don't do that. But
Don't tip.
But come on,
God, whoa.
I know
That sounds like a
because it's
fucking
all
dream.
inclusive. Some stuff is a little over the top.
So
but
if you're like hungry at 3 a.m, like I'm gonna call room service.
Room
and share my
service.
What was
CO
the
wristband.
craziest thing
See,
you did with your wristband?
sea bass ceviche every night before I went to bed.
Whoa.
What is sea bass ceviche?
Ceviche is usually raw fish or shrimp
In like a little juice.
in lime
yeah.
or citrus juice with some hot sauce mixed in.
Okay.
Aguachile. Oh, that's with the green, the salsa verde in there. It's great.
Oh, nice.
I mean, I went a little, we were there to relax and
Yeah.
enjoy the sun and the surf. Beautiful beach. All kinds of like clear water on the beach, but then fish and all types of different wildlife, crabs and stuff right there at the shore, kind of going in between your legs.
Was
and
the
everything.
water warm?
Not as warm as that pool water.
Well,
okay.
But it was still pretty. I mean, I left rain, hail, and snow in San Diego
God, fuck this.
for
Yeah.
75 degrees and
Yeah,
sunshine,
nice.
baby. It was a good week to get out.
Hell yeah.
But I'm happy to be back here with you guys.
That's awesome.
Sounds
Yeah.
fun.
A lot of people were wondering why there was no PPS last week.
You were in Mexico.
That's why, baby.
I know we're kind of getting to the end, but I do want to be honest with you
We
guys
got another half hour.
and tell you that
He blew past that
this
comment.
week I did it and I
With
tried
sex?
the CBD. I did it.
You did
you
the
really?
CBD
I
show?
really
The
did.
Fuck.
I
How
really
many-
did.
How many did you take?
I took one.
You
Okay.
took a CBD pill?
I took a CBD pill.
You're gonna need to take about
Yeah.
5 to feel anything.
Did
next
you
time.
become high?
I've never been high, so I can't tell you. And they keep saying, "Oh yeah, this is you don't get high," but I felt fucking weird, and I can't.
That's your
but That's why
mind.
my head
The
because
dude became high, y'all.
they're telling like I kept going like this.
Oh,
That's a high thing.
He kept
That's
feeling
a
his
high thing.
Is that really?
Oh, yeah,
Is
yeah.
that really a high
Face
thing?
for the first
Oh.
time.
No.
Yeah, rubbing, yeah, dude, rubbing
No.
your
Hey,
mouth.
did
No,
you
no,
eat
no.
a Pringle?
No.
Oh,
No,
I
I
would
didn't
have
do
blown
that.
your mind, bro.
No, but
Dude, you
I
were
know,
rubbing your
I
face.
know that you don't get high doing it, but I didn't know that was a symptom of
Becoming high.
becoming high,
high.
doing drugs. I didn't know that.
Yeah.
But I kept going like this, and like,
Oh, so you did
I
CBD.
took it because every now and then I feel super anxious for no fucking reason.
Oh,
At
relaxes you.
all.
You need a Xanny
Right,
bar.
and so I was told like for anxiety, like
Do CBD.
if I can figure out why I am anxious, then I feel like okay, well at least I know what's going on. But there's times like why there's no reason for me to feel this way. I'm fucking freaking out. So then I'm like that happened to me. I'm like I'm gonna take one. I'm gonna see what happens.
yeah.
And I didn't feel anxious anymore.
Nice.
Good.
But I was super irritated with everything and everyone. Like I wasn't. I was like,
I
yeah,
think
I
you
don't
just-
feel anxious, but I'm fucking pissed.
I think
at
that
the
was a
world.
THC pill. You're not even describing CBD.
No, you should have been like mellow,
I
breathe
wasn't.
deep.
The weed
relax.
lowered your emotional intelligence, so every little transgression was like pissing you off because you were too high to handle this shit. I can't
Yeah.
handle this fucking
You're
shit
like, yeah,
right
these
now.
fucking kids are pissing me off right now. Making
I
too
was
much
just-
noise.
I'm too fucking high for
Yeah,
this shit
there's
right
a
now.
fucking mess on my living room floor again. Pick it up.
Yeah, I can't pick that up. I'm fucking stoned, bro.
Fucking tripping balls over here, kids.
You only took one?
Took one. That's what they said. Take one. The bottle said take one.
That's so funny. He was rubbing his face.
I
Dude, it worked. That's how we know it worked.
I think
at
somebody
least.
slipped some marijuana.
I
in there
don't
for
know,
ya.
guys, but I mean, on that bottle there's like 1,000 pot leaves. But I mean, I know
Each
it's
pill contains one.
Well, that's where it
1,000
comes
leaves.
from. It comes from the cannabis
I
plant.
know. I
right.
know. So, anyways,
Take 2 next time.
Maybe it was fake CBD.
Maybe it was real pot fake
THC.
CBD.
Real pot masquerading
say,
as
though,
CBD.
I had like the most vivid, loose, like crazy dreams
Wow.
ever after taking that.
bet.
So I don't know if that's like related
you're
either. or
dreaming through your third eye.
I was fucking
When you get
Astral
tripping.
projecting.
I was tripping in my dream world.
When you get migraines next time, try taking one.
Okay.
See if that goes
Yeah.
away. Because
Okay.
I think that helps with that too.
I think so.
I think you're ready to graduate to vape pen.
Oh, I don't know if I'm
Move
ready
on
for that
up
yet.
to a
But-
nice mellow sativa, Shawn.
But the next time that I do feel that like anxiety over nothing, I may do it again, and I'll see if that face thing was this. I was also cooking at the same time, so maybe it's just the heat.
That anxiety
yeah.
over nothing is your subconscious trying to remind you that the world is so fucked up and we're just sliding towards annihilation and nobody seems to give a shit or be doing anything about it and you don't know how to overcome anything and you feel anxious.
So you need to block it out
I gotta block it out.
And
with a
rub your
CBD
face.
pill.
Block it out.
Yeah.
Shawn's gonna start microdosing with CBD when he comes to work.
What's microdosing mean?
You just take like a half of a pill.
Yeah.
Well, it's a gel capsule, so
Just
that'd
drink
be
half of it.
That'd be tricky.
Squirt half in your tongue.
Yeah. Well, anyways,
I'm proud
proud of you.
Yeah, I thought I
Yeah.
would wait
I
until
can
you guys
I
on
can
the
finally
podcast.
trust you.
No, thank you.
Because I don't trust anybody who doesn't experiment with at least CBD.
Yeah, I gave it a shot. I wanted
Teachers,
to see.
cops.
Next, let's go to a kava bar.
What's
Yeah.
kava?
Kava.
what's kava?
You're gonna step into the whole new realm of
If you
natural
like
enhancers.
CBD, you should try DMT. I hear it's
Oh, yeah.
basically the same thing.
Okay.
3 syllables.
Yeah, if it's 3 letters, I'm in.
Yeah.
Nice. LSD on the way.
Ah,
PCP.
woo.
PCP.
Try 'em
Yeah,
all.
let's try it all.
Right.
CSI. Let's do it.
MMORPG. This dude's going to start playing
Yeah.
He
But
dabbles.
as I did it, I thought like, well, Garrett does this. Like, if Garrett will take this,
Yeah,
then like
then
I trust that it's not gonna fuck me up. And then I was cooking. I was like, yeah, but I feel weird. What is this?
You got the
So-
sillies.
But then I thought like, fucking Garrett gave me alpha brain and destroyed my life. So
Yeah.
Yeah, you've really experimented with a lot of crazy shit.
I'm
man.
I'm bananas over here, guys.
You're
I'm-
doing all the
Spider-Man
weird
DLC.
drugs.
Yeah,
See,
watch
but
out.
it didn't affect the way your mind thought.
No.
Well, though
Well,
you
I
did get
was fucking
annoyed.
annoyed with everyone. I was
Maybe
irritated.
that's just your
That's your
normal
true
life.
self.
You're getting annoyed.
balance,
You were
yeah.
fed up with the world. That's why you
Yeah.
decided to take
Yeah,
the
you
pill.
see that movie Falling Down?
And it did. You
I
didn't.
did.
That's what it was.
I'm the bad guy.
He was super annoyed and anxious about his life and all the kids making messes and everything.
It wasn't really
so
the
he
that was
he
a
thought
joke,
I'll
but-
take the CBD pill. This will calm me down. But he didn't take enough, so he was still annoyed.
I legitimately think any mind-altering substance does lower your what they call emotional intelligence, your tolerance for like base
Bullshit?
level bullshit.
Yeah.
When you're sober, it's like this sucks, but you know what? I'm gonna think about something else.
Right.
When you're fucked up, it's like I'm not thinking about anything else. I'm just fucking pissed
Right.
off
It's
right
instant.
now.
Right.
I need to get out of here.
Right. That's why people who like drunk at bars fight over like literally nothing because
Yeah.
they have, that's a big deal to
Exactly.
them. That spilt cup is a big deal to them, and normally who fucking cares? Oh. If I do it again, I'll let you know. I'll report back. but
Okay, cool.
I did do it. So where to go from here? I don't
A
know.
lot of people in the chat saying I'm wrong. Drinking helps with a lot of their problems. Yeah, guys,
Well-
you're right. I take it back.
I'll see you at
Keep doing what
Disneyland.
you're doing. You're fucking rocking it.
You know best.
Keep on drinking them problems away. It's all good to me.
Never catches up to you.
Like I don't drink that often, but like I will say like there are times like having a glass of wine after like everyone's gone to bed is like, like it just
Yeah.
feels nice and relaxing.
An
I'm not like
adult
getting
beverage.
wasted. I'm just like, oh, this is just like relaxing me just a little bit, so I can watch some Veep and then take it easy. So
Dude, put some CBD in your wine.
you know what? You should watch.
Yeah.
It's Veep's good.
Is it?
I really like
Julia
it.
Louis-Dreyfus?
I fucking love her.
Well, I like Eugene Levy, so-
I'm in love with her. She's great.
Yeah, maybe mix the CBD and the wine
Okay.
next time.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Okay.
All right, where do we go from here? We still got so much. I mean, it's
we
only 7
don't.
o'clock.
We nailed it. We had the perfect.
We usually go
podcast.
till about 7:20, and then
Yeah,
we do
usually I try to like
Curb us.
yeah, and then Rocco tells me that like what I'm thinking isn't important. He has to talk about some bullshit about his new car or his flight
Or Disney World or something.
or Disney World. Ugh. Not this time.
Yeah, we didn't talk about Teslas, air flights,
Power Rangers,
none of
new
that.
Apple?
action
Nothing about
figures,
Apple?
Apple, the shirt that I
socks.
bought.
No one
from-
showed off their socks.
Yeah,
Everybody bought socks from
influencing
Chick-fil-A.
people.
I'm sorry, main guy's not here. It's a shit
Oh, you got
show.
your Math Rocks shirt
Yeah,
on.
hell yeah.
I feel like I'm gonna. Oh yeah, that's the shirt that inspired it all.
That is the shirt that inspired it.
I think that he's missing a podcast at this year that we're the main guys now. I think he's no longer the main
Whoa.
guy. So consider that.
I'm not ready for that responsibility. I just started
I think
here.
you are.
Dude, so can I take a second to talk about the Weezer strategy?
please.
The game
Yes.
plan that Weezer has
You
been doing.
got it. You got it.
guys, actually, Shawn and Rocco, you guys showed me Weezer's latest album.
The which
Cover
one? The
album,
black
right?
one
They're
or
still
the
doing it?
turquoise album?
Fucking rainbow album, whatever it is. I don't know.
Yeah.
The one that came out that's all covers.
Oh, that's the turquoise album.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
They already did the green album and the blue album, so now
Yeah.
they mixed them together. I don't understand what Weezer's game plan is. Most bands start as a cover band,
Right.
and then move into making real music. Weezer did the opposite.
Right.
They started by making real music, and they've become a cover band now.
You know what? I think what happened was they released that Toto song, and everyone loved it. I don't know why. I was saying to
What,
them, like,
Africa by Toto?
Yeah.
Okay.
they didn't like when you do a cover, like change it up, like make the song yours,
Yeah.
like same
That's-
words.
I
as-
agree. Yeah.
Like, yeah. Hey, I want to like legitimately. I love Marilyn Manson's covers. Like I love them. I think they're fun.
Yeah.
I like it.
The Exodus cover of Lowrider.
Sure.
There you go.
Beautiful.
Hey, even Alien Ant Farm with their
Smooth Criminal.
Oh,
Smooth
yeah.
Criminal. Love it. Like I enjoy that. Like you made it your own. Cool. They just like made the song again. It's like no, this song already exists, and like
Yeah.
for some reason it blew up, and I can't figure out why.
And
it did.
then, in a fucking weird Twilight Zone twist of fate, they made a video which was a remake of their previous video for the Sweater song.
Yeah.
but then they didn't completely remake it because the original dogs run through.
And they
but
couldn't get dogs.
they like cut that. It was just fucking weird.
Half-assed.
And so now they have this cover album out, and they put out a cover of Aha, Take On Me.
Right.
Oh,
which
yeah.
Aha recently re-released that song.
Okay.
And they covered themselves and changed it up.
That's how you
They
do
made
it.
it like a slow ballad, and
Oh,
it's like
that's
kind
cool.
of sad, and they're much older now, so it's like, oh
Different.
dang, like, dude, life's coming to an end. Like, this is kind of
Right.
teary-eyed. And then Weezer just goes the other route of like, wow, we're just gonna do the '80s version.
Yeah.
And then they released a video, which is so fucking. If you haven't seen this video, you maybe just check it out to see how crazy Weezer has become. The video is set in the '80s, starring the kid from Stranger Things as Young Rivers.
Wait, the girl?
Okay.
No, like the
Wolf. Those are kids.
like
Wolf,
one,
Wolfgang.
one of the
Wolf
boys.
Tryhard?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Wolf Tryhard.
Wolf Try Hard, yeah.
He plays Young Rivers, and it's in the '80s, and he has his own like garage band. They play in the living room, and then he goes, he practices with his band. Young Rivers does, and they play Aha, Take On Me.
Okay.
And then it starts doing the weird Aha, Take On Me animation,
Where they step through the supermarket.
where
kinda
it's just
like
kind of it
white lines.
turns animated, yeah, like the
Okay.
white, like wispy lines. And I'm watching this video, like, okay, you're in the '80s, you're remaking this video. You just remade Africa
Right.
by Toto, and it was a remake of your music video from 1995. And I just feel like Weezer has a problem, and I don't know if they're aware of this, but those guys are like stuck in the past. Do they realize it's 2019?
I just think that they got a hit like with that cover of Africa.
See, I didn't even know this
It was, like-
existed. So how big of a hit could it be?
It was big. I'm
Well,
telling you,
I guess
it was
Weezer's,
on
like, off
the
my
Billboard
radar.
charts. It was like I think
No
their highest
shit.
single ever. It was like really big. But again, like that whole album is just them making that song again worse than their band originally made it. So like I don't understand. There's no fucking point. And now they have the Black Album,
Which already exists, but
This is-
whatever.
sorry, Metallica.
Sorry, yeah, and all the other. Didn't Jay-Z and
That's true.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Jay-Z did
everyone.
too.
Enough with the colors, Weezer. You
Uh,
get one.
So this comes out on Friday. There's like 2 more songs. I listened to those today. They're garbage. But like for some reason there's like a morbid curiosity with Weezer. I have to listen to it. Like I don't know what it is. Like I
Really?
guess I used to love him so much I just have to
Well,
give it a shot.
Didn't Weezer say that he came up with a equation, some type of formula
Yeah.
for songwriting that
Well,
was like a
he-
guarantee?
well, I guess that formula is out the window because
Yeah.
now he's just covering old.
he put the
songs.
decimal
I think
place
he
in the wrong
writes
spot.
like legitimate pop songs and sells them to actual artists that become hits.
producer.
Yeah, he writes these songs and they are big, but then he like keeps the rejects for himself or something. Like I don't know what they do, but it's weird.
But all right, I guess there's just no more new music, and all their videos are set in the '80s or '90s, and they're remakes of '80s songs.
I guarantee that in 15 years they will have an album and it will be called Geezer.
Ah,
That's a lame dad
Weezer
joke.
Geezer.
I'm not even trying to be funny. I legitimately am calling it now. They are going to do that.
Here's my prediction,
And it'll
I-
just be the Blue Album.
I have my own
Slowed
prediction,
down.
and you kind of hit it. In about 5 years, Weezer's gonna release the Blue Album 2, and they're gonna cover themselves.
Yeah.
and they're gonna re-record all their old songs.
Yeah. Okay.
That's what's gonna happen.
They were the first band that I heard of going on a tour that was just playing our first album.
Yeah.
Which is what the fans want, which will get people interested in coming out to shows again. And now a lot of bands do that. Like I went and saw Bauhaus, or what was left of Bauhaus.
Peter Murphy.
Yeah, play all of In the Flat Field, and that was awesome. And I've been to
The
other
Alchemists did
shows
that.
where they've played like their first, the whole band got together,
Yeah.
played their first album, or played one album in entirety. And Weezer was the first one I ever heard of doing that. It's like they invented that, but yeah, now they're losing steam.
I think they should break up. Seriously, like they've made a shit ton of money, and I probably said this on the previous podcast, but their contribution to bad music by far outweighs their contribution to good music. Of
Yeah.
all the songs they've written, let's be generous and say like 20, 25 of them are good. Then you have like 75 garbage songs.
Yeah.
That's like
Malandroit on.
Yeah.
Was Weezer in
bad
or
ratio.
Was the guitarist and Rivers on the Game Awards? Am I remembering that?
Oh, they
correctly?
came out. They didn't. They came out. Hey, what's up? I'm Rivers from Weezer.
Yeah.
Here's the Devil May Cry song. They didn't.
Yeah.
They weren't there to perform.
was the
they came
weirdest-
out to introduce the Devil May Cry music.
That's the only thing I've seen from Weezer was those two band members coming onto the Game Awards.
Yeah.
That's the only thing I've seen in the last 10 years. They've been so off my radar, but
Well, I'm gonna play you their new songs, Garrett, after the show, and you're gonna fucking love
that
it.
whole "We're All on Drugs" song I thought sucked.
Oh, that was
I
the
thought
death nail.
Yeah, I mean, two great albums,
yeah.
and then
I say they had 25 good songs, but that's really fucking generous.
I mean, what are the first two albums? That's about 25 songs.
I mean, no, that's probably like 14 songs.
Yeah,
Mm,
I liked
yeah.
Hash Pipe. I give him that
I
on the
like
Green album.
I like some Green album
I
songs.
saw him in concert once, and it was Green album era.
Was it here?
It was SDSU.
Yeah, I was there. Was like
Did we know each other?
No.
Oh
Did
wow,
Tenacious D open for him?
they might have.
Yeah, I was there. It was sick. Good
Sick.
show. We're friends.
Sick, bro.
Sick,
We had
bro.
the same. Hey guys, the same concert. Didn't
Some
know
guy
each
gave me
other.
free tickets. I remember.
Anyways, we're old. We're critiquing Weezer.
That show-
We're officially old.
What are we
as
gonna do?
fuck.
Last part. That show was postponed because of 9/11.
Whoa.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh, I do remember that.
Sad
Yeah, and then we had, and then Jimmy Eat World opened, and I was very excited. Thank you for watching, guys. Have
I
a
wonder
great
if
night.
when Bush did 9/11, he knew it was gonna postpone that Weezer album.
He hates
Oh,
Weezer.
shit.
Unforeseen consequences. Good night.